It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season, so now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the years, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you you find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
From the gun, the running back has it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The play action fake. Oh, they're after it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Evanson. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and Hope breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Evanson. Grab near the sticks. It's Spears. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown ball.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running back searching for a hole. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
3rd down play from the gun. Right on the money. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the option. Power football with the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Evanson. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Volunteers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Back to pass, it's Evanson. Caught over the middle, it's Murphy. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make the play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Number 17.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. Tennessee 7.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Brings up second down.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's John. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt will hit at the 7. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Off the play fake on first down. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Looking downfield, it's Evanson. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Escapes the sack. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds a tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Evanson. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Got it in the middle. It's John. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them. Where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this team.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Vols trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 7.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Fowler. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on first down. The quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.